Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live here on StreamYard, on Facebook, the Ben Zone, and also YouTube at Ben Cornet. Well, guys, doing this post game a little early, and you wonder why that is. Well, besides the lighting, it's during the daytime out here. It is 11 a.m. Pacific, but also we had a game that was early today. Yes, we were playing in Germany, and the Bucs played the Seahawks, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers went on to win that game 21-16 over the Seattle Seahawks. And what a game. What a game, man. This was, I would have to say, other than the first game against Dallas on opening night, this was probably the best game we played all year. And, just on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. I've been preaching it for weeks, and it finally came true that we were able to have balance. Key word here, balance on offense. We ran the ball 31 times, and we passed the ball 30 times. That's balance. And when you do that, you're always going to usually have a chance to win every game, especially when you run the ball. That also not necessarily getting all the yards, but I'm talking about like time of possession, getting first downs, keep the clock moving. And that's exactly what we did today. And it was just an incredible performance by the Buccaneers. And also, their offensive line, the Bucs O-line played pretty well today. They had a couple penalties here and there. That's not surprising, but at the same time, we were able to open those holes for Rashad White, for Leonard Fournette, and they were able to run it really well. So that really helped our passing game, obviously. Tom Brady did have one pick, but he also had some touchdowns. Godwin got a touchdown. He's finally looking like the Chris Godwin, that we're used to seeing, that we've seen in the past. Coming off that ACL injury, he's looking like he's really 100% now. So that's a great sign. And I'll tell you, man, Evans made some great catches today. I got to tell you, this is, again, the balance that I've been talking about. I'm going to go look in our stats today. Bear with me. I got my iPad here with me. This is great stuff. The passing yards, we had 258. Seattle had 244. But of course, when, you trail in games, you're going to pass the ball more, and Seattle had the majority of their passing yards in the second half. But the one thing I do like is the fact that we were able to run the ball here, dominate the running game. We had 161 yards rushing, and Seattle only had 39 yards rushing. And I said this on the pregame show, on the preview Friday night. The key to stopping Seattle was going to be to stop Kenneth Walker, hold him to very few yards, but also make Geno Smith throw the ball. And what happened there? They did exactly that. We also had, Geno fumble the ball. If you make Geno throw the ball more, and really it's with any quarterback, but especially with Geno, who's played pretty well so far this year, not taking anything away from him, but, make him uncomfortable. Because a lot of times he's prone to turnovers. And we saw today a perfect example of that when they were getting into the red zone in the second half. And Geno lost the football. So it was our pressure. Devin White was able to get his hand on the ball and knock it out. Gave the Bucs another possession. Now, unfortunately, I believe this was the play where, if I have one criticism of the game today, and we all saw it, and you just scratch your head why, was the Fournette play where, you leave off the shotgun, the snap. They did it once before in the game. Leonard ran for it, but then the second time, Brady was a wide receiver, got cute with it, and it ended up being a turnover. Kind of gave the momentum back to Seattle, but ultimately, it didn't hurt us. But those are the kind of things you don't want to do. And on that play, I would say you probably have to put that on. I I've heard comments saying that Brady might have called that play. We don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But regardless of the play, that should not happen. I mean, it was just so hilarious. Not at the time. We can laugh about it now, Bucks fans, but at that time, oh, yeah, it was terrible. But yeah, but anyway, other than that, I mean, I don't think you can really say there was any negatives toward this game. I mean, again, we moved the ball well. On defense, we were able to again stop the run, which is very important. That's how Seattle's been doing well all year. Their balance on offense has propelled them to win 6 games and be better than I think a lot of us predicted they would be. So good stuff from the defense, and also we got good stuff from a good friend of ours who's going to join us right now, and let me bring him in. He is my co-host here on Thursday nights on the NFL edition Bucks Report. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your favorite sailor and mine, the one and only Mr. Alec Schomber. Alec, how's the weather out there?
Cold.
Cold.
As fuck.
Well, Alec, you are our favorite sailor. We thank you for your service again. No matter what you're doing, whether you're at home or hiding out behind your profile pic, we appreciate you coming on, man.
No problem. I just want to show my face so I won't have your minions try to say something in the comments.
No, wait a minute. The minions are people too, Alec. Okay, don't be mean. Okay, we need these viewers, man. We need these comments. It helps me out.
Well,
It helps us out.
If you want the comments, you gotta bring Alex in. He attracts all the viewers from them.
Well, I sent the StreamYard link to him, so if he wants to hop on, he'll be more than welcome to. But I got a feeling he's probably busy right now because there's a game going on, the Detroit Lions. So, but I'm sure he'll watch later on. So how you doing, man?
Well, 2-0. I'm picking against the Bucs now.
Hey, you know what? A win's
it's like
a win.
Curse, but it's the opposite curse.
Let's keep picking against him. Johnny did. Our good friend Johnny Dean keeps picking against him, and look what happens. And by the way, I want a very important stat here. Very important stat, real quick. Tom Brady is officially 2-0 after his divorce. So let me tell you something.
2-0 single Tom.
Single Tom, that's right. So men out there, if you're going through tough times and you're getting that divorce, doesn't mean the end of the world. Good things can happen. And right now, they're definitely happening to Tom Brady, right?
Definitely. You can definitely see the change of energy from him.
Mm-hmm. More focus.
He's not
right?
like stressed, throwing tablets around.
Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. So, Alec, what are your thoughts on the game, man?
I mean, it's definitely not what I expected. It's what I hoped for, but it's not what I expected. I expected it'd be like a close game. I didn't from the recent track record. I thought it was gonna be like one of those 3-and-outs, but they stuck with the better game plan and started scoring first. They started dominating on the run game, which is crazy how they had I think it was Rachaad White had almost like the first 5-6 games he only had 115 yards, and then say he had 89, something there 90. So I'm loving how they're actually they're still doing the same kind of plays that they used to do, but they're doing it more efficiently. They're passing the ball around, working as a team, which is what Bucs fans would like to see. Minus, the Tom Brady special that happened, which I'm not sure why they did that, but
yeah,
overall, it was actually a good game.
Well, and it was, again, as I mentioned before, they ran the ball. We talked about this Friday night. Balance, run the ball, pass the ball at the same rate. When running the ball, it also takes time off the clock. that kept the offense for Seattle on the sidelines. So when you're moving the ball, moving the chains, as they say in NFL terms or football terms, rather, um, it just helps your offense more. It helps your defense get rested, so that way they're not out there constantly. You know, and when they're out there constantly, they're going to get tired. When they get tired, they're going to miss tackles. They're going to miss plays. So very important. The Bucs did it right to a T today, and you couldn't ask for any more, right?
No, honestly couldn't. I mean, they everybody had that little panic scare at the end when they try to come back, but they had too much time on the clock. Just there was too much time on the clock to be stressing out that situation. All I had to do was milk the clock down, which is what they did. And shout out to John Denver in Germany.
Wait, hold on a sec. You're talking about John Denver, but yet you didn't talk about the wave. Hold on a sec.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw the wave.
The wave. I love it, man. How do you not like the wave?
Yes, I saw that in the middle of the game. I also saw like the fans with like the pitcher beers. That shit was crazy.
Now, you know what I was a little disappointed in is we didn't see the Oktoberfest costumes. I know it's not October anymore, but I would have liked to seen maybe a couple people dressed up as that. It'd be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, the Germany fans definitely. I mean, most of them are all like fans that travel from the state, but
Oh,
the
there were a lot
atmosphere in
of
that game
German
was
fans there, dude.
amazing.
Dude, that crowd was electric. And one of our commenters, James Erickson, uh, said that that crowd was electric, man. And it really was. You could just hear the crowd every play. They were into it. Dude, it felt like a college atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even like after the game, they did not leave. They did
Right.
not
Yeah.
leave.
Oh yeah. And they're gonna have more games in Germany, so that's good. The fans are gonna get to see more of these games, which is great. So with that being said, I think we got some comments we got to go to. So let's start out here. Hammy Jammy, thanks for joining us. Ooh, holes. Love. Where's my Alex? Well, I said earlier he is probably busy because his Lions are playing right now. So I don't blame him for watching. Andrew Faubert says, "Good day, Ben. Good day indeed, Mr. Andrew Faubert. And cheers." There we go. It's a Monster Energy. No beer right now. That's okay. Yeah, definitely good day, Andrew. And we're 5-5 now at 500, leading the division. So it's definitely a good day, indeed. Sean Spencer, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Good afternoon, Ben. Thank you. Um, Mr. Spencer, tomorrow night, the Commanders are at the Eagles. Should be a good game. Good Monday night game. Can't wait to see that. And Alec's good friend, Scott Thaler, says, "Thank you, Bucks." So, Alec, can you thank Mr. Scott Thaler, your buddy there? Not be so mean to him?
You're welcome, Scott,
All
for
right.
your
Good job. Being a good
Seattle
sport, Alec.
Seahawks losing.
Appreciate that, Scott. Sean Spencer, how do you feel about Tampa Bay going forward? Well, let's talk about that. So, Mr. Schomburg, we're going to talk about this. So, with that being said, with Sean's question, does this win for the Bucks build momentum for the rest of the season? What are your thoughts on that, Mr. Alec?
I mean, I think the momentum started from the last game.
Mhm.
Like that, I feel like that last drive, I think against the Rams, that set up the game today for the games on the road. Even looking at the opponents we have left on the schedule, I'm trying to think next week when we after the bye week they play against the Browns,
Mhm.
then Saints, 49ers, Bengals, Cardinals, Panthers, Falcons. I feel like the momentum can build towards like you be a team that like Seattle, who like people will say that oh they're not that good. Do you know that like the Seahawks are a good team? We contained Kenneth Walker. You
Yeah.
forced Geno Smith to pass.
Mhm.
If they actually like all you gotta do is game like I can see their game plan is working better ahead of ahead of the game, actually focusing on what they need to do. I feel like it's a better momentum going forward for them. They just gotta keep capitalizing on it and just stay on the same game plan, not steer away from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the momentum, like you said, last week's game started at. It's like a little, like if you're building a campfire, you just need that little spark to light it up, and you start seeing
Yeah.
some flames. So, and then this week we put more of those branches in there, and then the flames keep going. And I think with the momentum now, with this big win like this, and going into the bye week, not only is that good for our team, we get rested up, but also again the momentum. I think it's going to carry over. Next up we have the Browns in 2 weeks, who are struggling, um, not playing great football, but like I said, they got a quarterback in. Oh God, I can't remember what's his name for the Browns quarterback. Um, is it Brissett?
Yes, Brissett.
Brissett, yeah. Solid quarterback, not great, but if we could put pressure on him, make him throw the ball, um, that that should help us defensively. Also, they do have Kareem Hunt, another very good running back. So this will be another test, similar to Seattle, the way Cleveland plays. They got a kind of a career backup quarterback playing right now. So the Browns
I
and
mean,
Seahawks are similar kind of teams. So now that we beat Seattle, we'll have that momentum, we'll have that familiarity in the Browns that we did with Seattle. So I think that's definitely going to help us. So, do you want to add anything to that?
it's mostly the same game plan as next week. Not next week because they're on a bye week, thankfully.
Right.
But
Yep.
it's more so like the same game plan because you're going like it. It's not really. I would say it's like the same kind of situation because
Mhm.
you got Brissett, and then you also have to deal with the Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Right.
If you can hold them and force Brissett to throw, it can help them
Mhm.
down the road in that
Absolutely.
game because it's gonna be the same situation next week. But it should be that same game plan for most
And
teams
yeah. Mhm.
because most
Absolutely.
teams rely on that running back.
Well, yeah. And speaking of running backs, Alec, let's get to our next question here. And this is a big question. I think a lot of people want to know. Been asking about, especially with what's going on lately with Fournette and other things. Now, Fournette did leave the game. He had an injury toward the end of the game. Mr. Johnny Dean posted that in our game thread. But if Fournette's healthy enough and available, here's the big question, and this is for all the Bucs fans out there. If you want to comment, should Rashad White start over Leonard Fournette moving forward? Now, I'll go real quick. Um, I don't see why not, because Rashad White's getting, he's getting better each week. He's making those runs. He's more versatile. He can run both north and south and east and west. Fournette has struggled, even though the offensive line's not great. Um, Fournette's still really not hitting those holes like we think. Now, today he did a lot better. He did really well running the ball, but there were some plays where he could have gotten some more yards and he didn't. So, part of it's offensive line, but also, like I said, we talked about it, Alec, is that the running backs sometimes have to make the offensive lines look as good as much as the lines make the running backs look good. So, do you would you be for Rashad White starting over Leonard Fournette, or would you just keep it as is, have Leonard start, and then Rashad White, get some of the carries afterwards?
I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's how I feel about it. Just go with the hot hand. I mean, most people get upset about that kind of comment, but you gotta think last year all we had was Fournette. We didn't trust Rojo. Actually, we even have Rojo last year. I don't think. Oh, actually, we did, and then we
Yeah.
had Keyshawn Vaughn, but no one
Mhm.
really trusted those two running backs most of the time. So then why not have you two-headed monster where you can have Rashad White start and then swap out and have Leonard Fournette in. It works hand in hand. It's better to have that situation than to have Rojo and Fournette, where he's had to rely on Fournette more than anything, which causes wear and tear on him.
All right. Yeah. So you would so what are you saying? You would stick with the game plan right now, or you wouldn't
I would
switch
stick with the
Sharpie.
game plan,
Okay,
honestly,
fair enough. Fair
because
enough.
Like Giant says, don't change a thing. Using both running backs gives you a change up.
Oh, I'm just talking about should Rashad White start over Fournette? So you're saying just keep it
I mean,
as it
I
is,
would.
start, and then Rashad go from there.
I mean, I would rather start him. I'm not saying Larry Fournette is a bad running back. This is more so like
Yeah.
it gives time for like more of the hot hand way of things.
Okay. Fair enough. Definitely fair enough. So let's get back to the comments here. Sean Spencer says, Alec. It's actually Alec. L-I-C, as you say, L-I-C-K. No, I'm just kidding. Sean Spencer says, thank you for your service. That's for you, Alec. So he thanks you for your service.
Appreciate it, Sean.
All right. The fans love a Navy boy. Oh, absolutely. So
Oh
do I.
Lord.
So does YouTube. You're a very popular guy, Mr. Schomburg. Just get on camera. That'd be better. Jason Swait's here. Hello, boys. Hello, Jason. Thanks for commenting on there. And he says, get on camera, Sailor. Come on. Get on camera, Alec.
I'll get on camera if Johnny makes an appearance because he has a request for him.
Does he? Oh, great.
Yeah, if you see the next comment.
Hammy Jammy. Where's Johnny? Okay, fair enough. So if we get Johnny on there, then let's get you on camera too. So Johnny Dean says he did well because the O-line was getting to the second level. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like I said, they played a lot better today. I was really impressed with the offensive line. And again, once the offensive line is hopefully it finally clicks, because we got some young guys on that line. But if they're starting to develop good, and if we can just keep that thing going, I mean, sky's the limit for the run game and for the passing game as well. And Johnny Ding says, don't change a thing. Using both running backs gives you a change up. Okay. I was just mentioning who would start over who, but again, either way, I mean, hopefully with Fournette, that hip injury, like you said earlier, Johnny, will not be a problem. But again, we don't know yet, so we'll just see what happens. Yeah, White may start if Fournette's injury is bad. Okay. Yeah, so again, we don't know yet what the status is on Fournette. It is a hip injury, supposedly. Again, we don't want to speculate. We just, we'll see what happens there. We got a bye week anyways, so if it's minor, he can just rest up. Johnny, you're going to have to bench Alec if you don't show himself, Ben.
All right, Todd Bowles. Impresarians.
And Facebook user. I don't have it on Facebook right now. Do you know who that is, Alec?
Let me see. Guess ask Corey.
Okay.
Well, since Johnny wants to
Is that
bench,
Corey? Yeah, Corey Brown. 3 touchdown, Bucs wake up, get dangerous. Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, look who it is. Rise and shine. Look at that. Now, Johnny, if you're watching, you need to get on camera too. You cannot just be that way, okay? Get on camera.
He's making a German sausage right now.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, you're going to be like Johnny where you come up with these, innuendos and all of a sudden we get flooded with comments.
It says he's making crowd sausage.
You know what I'm talking about. All right.
Oh, gosh. So, yeah, I already said it. The cat's already out of the bag. It's already going to start.
Yeah, I know. God damn you. All right. So, with that being said, let's talk about our other topic. How about this? Who is your player or players of the game, Mr. Schomburg?
I want to say Rashad White and Devin White.
Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to go with, for me, I got to go with Rashad White as well, but I'm also going to go with our offense. I'm gonna go with Joe Tyron Shainka as well on defense. Man, he was bringing it
Oh,
today. He had a
Johnny
sack.
said send him the link. The one you sent on the group chat wasn't it wasn't a full one.
Okay, well, let me do that. Go on Facebook. You sure you didn't get the link?
No, because like when I tried searching it, it sent me to Safari. It showed me a
Safari?
create an account.
Okay, hold on a sec. All right, Johnny, we'll get you on in a second. Let me send that link to you. I thought I sent it in the. It's in the off the rails group messaging.
That one is like if you actually like it doesn't like give you like a full link. Is that you get when you copy it and put it into the search bar, it sends you to like a random search. It says StreamYard. Oh, not StreamYard. It says like StreamYard, create an account.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Hold on, guys. Like I said, guys, anything can happen on live TV. So
Looks like Pittsburgh's making it a game. You know, I
mhm.
have them winning this.
I'm gonna send him the link now.
It looks like Broncos country is riding
Okay.
today.
All right. Okay, Johnny.
Oh my gosh, I found Carson Wentz's twin. Uh-oh. Anything can happen on live TV. Ugh. Let's see if I can send this link right here.
Friday night.
Oh wow, it's literally just me. Whoops. Let's see if I can send this message out. He's definitely lost in his own. He's
All right,
definitely lost in his own.
I think it was Johnny's fault. No, I'm just kidding. Let's bring him in.
I saw it. I was like, look at this. I was like, I saw a freeze. I was like, I thought it was me. And then I went to the Facebook video, and I was like, wait a second, it's just me here. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. No, all right, it's good now. Johnny, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Enjoying some sauerkraut and watching football. And I got a question for you, okay?
Go ahead.
All of you, if you want to hear it.
Sure.
I picked against the Bucs 3 times, and in all 3 games, they've won. So, do I continue picking against the Bucs?
Yes.
See, it's a question of
you just want to catch up with me.
No, the question is no, because I think you and Alex, our picks are all the same, or you and Ben's picks are mostly all the same. So I mean, it'll just be like a one game lead, basically.
There ain't enough weeks. There ain't enough weeks left in the year for you to catch up with me, Alex. So.
Oh no, there's definitely not. I would usually get like all your picks wrong for like the rest of the year. I'll probably just be 1 game short. I'm surprised Tennessee is like. I'm actually this game's gonna cost me another one.
Browns, Deshaun Watson. I'm not sure about his new team, and he'll never play football 2 years off his game. No, I think Watson is going to be eligible the week after. Yeah, the week after that. So against the Texans, ironically. So how about that? Good job, NFL.
He comes back to play in week 13.
Yeah, and that's against the Texans. So
yeah.
Just said that on purpose.
I picked him up in all the fantasy leagues that I have just to keep other people from using him. So that way I don't have to worry about him out there beating me, but I don't have to use him either.
Right. Oh man. So Johnny, let's get your thoughts on the game, bud.
Oh, well, you saw my comments in the thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's the way a Buccaneer game is supposed to be played. Any football game, it's supposed to. Football is won in the trenches, right?
Right.
And 31 rushing plays to 29 passing plays is the exact formula you need to have. And catch the balls when they're thrown to you. We did really good at that today.
Absolutely. All right. So
and don't look down on that Seattle win either. That was a tough friggin' team, and we played them like we're supposed to look. We looked like we're supposed to look. We looked like a championship team again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like you said,
that was a good team.
The offense and defense, and again, stopping Kenneth Walker was huge today. That forced Geno to throw the ball, make him uncomfortable. A quarterback like him does not want to be throwing the ball that much, and that's why he's had success this year. Because
who's a Facebook user there saying their picks always beat me? You got your mind.
I can look it up for you.
Yeah, we'll let Alex look that up.
It is Corey Brown.
Corey, put up or shut up. Get in my next friggin' pick'em league, and we'll see where you stand.
Ooh, that sounds like a
challenge.
I got one person that's really competition right now with me, and that's Slick. Slick's right behind me. He's right on my butt, man. And he's 2 games behind me, so he gained 1 game today.
Careful what you say, Johnny.
Why? I've been saying it all year.
I know.
Oh,
no, I'm talking about the little innuendo.
Oh, yeah.
But just anyway, no.
They feed off that apparently.
I know. Yeah, like little flies on a.
Oh, crap. I love poking them guys, man. See, there I did it again.
That's why you have you on this show. You appreciate that.
You poke them, they talk. When they talk, you get comments. When comments come around, you get more people following your show. There you go.
100%. And we appreciate that. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for everybody who's
like
watching.
How you guys got Slick take his shirt off yesterday.
And by the way, that's not going to happen with me. First of all, I don't want to scare.
I got to come up with something like that for the NFL edition. I think since Alec always likes to come on half naked anyway, we might as well just have him strip for him.
No, I'm not doing that. There's not a million views that would make me do that.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
I knew you'd catch that one, Sean.
Let's see. Poke me in the butt. Do it, Alex. Shirt off. Yeah.
Do it, Alex. Shirt off. Shirt off. Shirt off. Okay, how many viewers do we need to get for Alex to take his shirt off?
You would need 2,000 viewers.
No, we're not asking you. We'll just make up some crazy.
We're not that popular.
No.
Let's go.
How many we got now? I can't see it.
Right now, I got 4 on my.
Oh, let's triple those viewers. Let's get 12 viewers, just like Stevie last night. Let's get 12 viewers, and Alec will take his shirt off.
Fair enough. So
come on, Alec.
I'm not taking my shirt off.
Don't be a puss. You got to take one for the team, man.
And I will be that bitch.
Look, it appears to me that you're the only one in warm enough weather to do it.
No, it's actually like 4 degrees over here.
Oh, there you go, Sean. Thank you. We'll share that. Sean, thank you very much. Go ahead and share that.
That'll be a waste of viewers. Like I'm not taking my shirt off.
12 viewers.
It was kind of a waste for Steve to do it too, but he had the balls. YouTube, come on.
Probably Ben Zone, most likely. But if we can get 12 viewers on either that or YouTube, Alec will take off his shirt. So, ladies, Jason, Amy, get ready. You might see it.
Nope.
No.
Oh, quit whining, man. Nobody wants to see my old man boobs.
Yeah. Nobody wants to
see
this.
Wants to see my freaking flat chest.
Better than my over right chest.
Hey,
All the muscles I worked on when I was playing football, man, they just went to hell, man, when I got older.
So you're saying you went from Derrick Henry to post Derrick Henry?
Derek's scary, yeah.
I went from pressing 350 to pushing 335 Ds.
All right. So let's see. Facebook user says Bucs should release Kyle Rudolph and Brashard Perriman, sign Jared Cook tight end, and activate Tyler Johnson. No. Kate Otton's starting to come on his own.
I feel like we need to just quit worrying about what the Bucs need to do because they've been doing it all along. We just get impatient.
Yes, we're developing Kate Otten. He's becoming better and better every week.
Yeah.
You know,
I had him in my
playing
lineup this week too.
Exactly.
I had him in my lineup last week and he did really well.
Absolutely. We're going to stick with what we got. Facebook user. I think it's Corey that's
something that shocked me today, though. I thought we would hit the tight ends a lot more than we did today because that's what Seattle is notoriously bad at is is going after tight ends. But I think it was a good plan to go away from that because Seattle was all prepared for us to go after, after tight ends.
Yeah.
And they didn't expect that run game at all.
Right. And again, Johnny, you got to look at Seattle. They're still a young team. They haven't really played at a level yet where they're playing much more talented teams, on both sides of the football. Arizona's struggling. They've been struggling all year. I mean, the Chargers are up and down. So this was really their first team that from an experience standpoint, they had to go up against. And we were able to use that experience and that talent to overwhelm them today. So, yeah,
Well, they played the teams ahead of them, and they played really well. I mean, it's not just in the wins and losses column either. They've played really well in the stat line across the board, man. So it wasn't a shaky win. It wasn't a slack win. I considered them one of the better teams of the ones. The one team I really am worried about moving forward is the 49ers game.
Yeah, because they're McCaffrey's starting to come into his own.
That could be the difference between a shot at the NFC title and not. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And they play tonight against the Chargers, big Sunday night game. That'll be a good game. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, real quick, guys, what gamers are? I mean, we got games going on right now, obviously, but if there's one game you're really looking forward to right now, what would that game be? I'm looking forward to the Chargers-Niners game tonight. I think it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, but I won't get to see it. That pisses me off.
Why? Oh, you got stuff going on? Or?
No, I don't have. I got rid of my Sunday ticket. They double billed me, man.
What?
Yeah, they double billed me. I argued with them. They took the bill off, but after you double bill me the first time, you bite me once, you're not going to get the chance to bite me again.
Shit. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Do you have Peacock?
Yeah.
Oh, watch it on Peacock.
They only show local. Which is kind of pisses me off that I'm not getting the Buffalo game. But, at least Steelers are playing, so that's copacetic.
On the Peacock app, they actually have it. They actually show it on there. It's like the NBC.
Yeah, Peacock, they'll show the game. They'll show the live football game. They just won't show the anything else on locally, but just the live game. Yeah, it's on Peacock. So, oh man. So, Alec, which game are you?
Oh, that's the 8:30 game, ain't it?
Yeah.
I should have.
What game are you looking forward to, Alec? The rest of the game.
Jeff Saturday's coaching debut.
Yes.
I want to see how that goes.
Me too, but I don't think I get that one either.
I'm
surprised. I get Cowboys and Packers.
Tennessee's over here selling my game pick this week. Denver,
yeah, I do get the 49ers game. Okay, that's good enough. I can deal with that. I can live with that.
Okay, well, let me.
Is that coming in the background there?
Oh, that's probably
Bills up 24-10 on the Vikings. Bears are up 17-10 the third quarter. 20-7 Chiefs over the Jaguars, and no surprise.
Did Dolphins, you say 24-10?
No. Yeah, 24-10. Yeah.
Okay.
Dolphins are up 24-7 in the third on Cleveland. No surprise there.
Giants are up.
What's game? Giants and
Texans. Tennessee scored.
Giants Texans 7-3 Giants in the third, starting the third quarter with the Texans. I've said this all year. Their defense will keep them in games, but they just got to find an offense that can try and score points.
Points.
Other than Damian Pierce, they don't have really anybody on offense. So it's tied up with the Saints Steelers in the third, 10-10, and
Yeah.
like 10-7 on Titans. So all right. Well, with all that being said, guys, any final thoughts on we got a bye week coming up? So any plans for the bye week or
I plan on hoping that the Bucs get a lot healthier. I hope they spend the time with Brady that they need to, because you can tell Brady started working back like he used to 2 weeks ago with the Bucs, and in that time we've seen that improvement.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we didn't see a lot of improvement last week, but we did see improvements. And I know while everybody was focused on all the bad stuff that they did last week, I was focused on the cohesion starting to come back together again finally.
Yeah, and today's game shows you that that's starting to happen. So
Yep.
let's see what happens going forward. Can't wait to
Makes
see
a
that.
big difference when Brady's in the game. When Brady's head is in the game, then it makes a huge difference. In your game thread earlier today, I saw I can't remember his name, but his final comment was 2 wins after Brady's divorce is final. Looks good.
Is that Tom Chang? That might have been Tom.
No, it was Erickson.
Oh, James Erickson. Yes.
James Erickson. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. James Erickson. Thank you
Well,
for
Tom is
commenting.
2-0.
Alec, well, looks like you're getting off the hook, buddy. We only got 3 viewers right now, so but we will hopefully one day get you. Well, not
Get
me.
your
but
double-digit views, man.
You gotta have Alex wear a white beater.
Uniform on. So, Alec, any final thoughts? Coming? No.
Glad we have a bye week next week.
Did you get to see the game, Alec?
Yeah, Streamies finally worked at the last second. I got to I think it was like the second quarter. That's why we were able to start watching it.
I do have something to bring up.
Oh, you know what? Real quick, I got a message from Slick. He might hop on in a minute, so we'll keep it going for a few minutes. So, Johnny, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Did you notice that they triple teamed Vita Vea all game long, and he was still pushing pressure out there? I mean, every run play they were tripling him on the inside route, like where they was trying to open up the lane. They would put 3 in there and chip him with the center, and then on he would fall back into pressure. He would fall back into pass play at times too. And they were like, that's where we stuffed them holes with the cornerbacks and the linebacker. Devin White had a great game, but so did Levante David.
Oh, Levante was great today. And by the way, that was good. Good the refs picked up that flag because
I was mad. I was mad. Don't you dare.
I did not think that was because Gino, he slid, but it wasn't where he was vulnerable yet. And
they picked up Laundry twice on the field today. That was another good thing we don't ever see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about the waves? Let's talk about the game itself. The audience, the crowd was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They didn't care who had the ball. They're going to put the wave out there anyway. Now, you could tell when the Seattle had the ball that it was mostly a Seattle fan base out there, but they didn't give a shit. They're going to do a wave around that stadium no matter what.
Johnny, it felt like a I mean, it was just incredible. I mean, players feed off that. That just pumps you up even more.
I tell you what, if all international games could be that fun, I wouldn't mind watching them all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Giants just scored, by the way, 14-3.
Okay, all right. That's kind of expected. The Texans, if they just had an offense,
and
would be a lot better than what they are. What's that?
The Texans have one offensive weapon, and that's Damian Pierce, and that's it, man.
Yeah, it's man. Like I said, if they had an offense, this team could be a lot better than 1-7-1 right now. But
I just wish John Mechie was playing for them this year, but he won't be back till next year.
Well, he said he'd hop on in a minute, so we're gonna give him a few more minutes. So
I can't wait to push his buttons about that pass crap of his.
Sean says, I'm assuming Brandon Cooks, as you mentioned, he already checked out. Yeah, Yeah, he wanted out of there, but he didn't get his wish. So, oh well, you're stuck until the rest of the year.
Never mind. Minnesota fumbled, so they're no longer driving.
Oh, there goes Steelers.
Oh, good.
Pickett just gained 20 yards on his feet.
Yeah, Alec. You mentioned here in Vegas coming up in about a little over an hour, the Raiders and Colts. This is going to be so entertaining today. Just the entertainment value. I'm looking forward to this game.
I'm
Saturday.
so pissed that I can't see that game. I'll have to watch it on the NFL app.
I mean, there is one way, but it's if you have a Fire Stick.
I'm not. I don't. Nah.
Streaming is not that bad, honestly. I have Red Zone right now.
It's not that. I don't like. I have kept this laptop pristine, virus free, since I got it. My last laptop, I would check out all those streaming shits and watch the game free here and blah blah blah. And I was so ate up with viruses from that shit, I had to throw that laptop away. Couldn't even clean it out right.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to interrupt you, Johnny, but he has made his presence felt. Let's add him on to the show. We got a fourth member. He is all the way from England, jolly old England. Our good friend, the guy who showed the ladies what he had last night in more ways than one. The one and only Mr. Stevie Slick Probert.
I gave a lot of content last night, so I think I just dialed it back by not showing my face or body again for a while.
Yeah, Slick. We can't get Alex to go. Alex a wimp.
Alex has probably got a better body than me, so I think Alex.
This whole ankle stuff is stopping it from working out.
No one needs to see your ankles.
No, I have my.
What is this?
Gained
20s?
weight. I gained weight from this.
Slick, what's going on, man? I saw your little bit of your show on YouTube. Why don't you give your thoughts on this game for our viewers right here?
It was better from the Buccaneers offense. It wasn't great. The only reason we had success is because we ran the football well, and that kind of helped out our pass game. But if you nullify the Buccaneers run game, they're dead.
Three drop passes today.
But it was a good run. It was a good run game. Good run blocking up front. I think this might be because we got Nick Leverett. I think that's a big part of the anchor there. Look, I'm just happy we got the win. I would like to have seen a little bit more foot on the jugular, so to speak, and slit it and really take him to town. That stupid play.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, we know that Tom Brady was wide open. There's a reason he's wide open because no one respects him as a fucking receiver.
He's not a receiver.
Well, that play should never have been happened to begin with. I mean,
just do what got you there in the first place.
Right.
You were cruising at that point. Why would you go and set?
Because Tom Brady went in after that run play.
And he went,
and he said, "Hey man, I was wide open. There wasn't a single person covering me, man. Let's try that again."
No, I believe that. I do believe that. I think he told Byron, "Hey, let's do that play again."
For sure.
Really yeah.
Byron needs to use his common sense and yeah, dude, because you ain't catching it. Oh yeah. God!
It killed me when I saw.
Come on, he runs like a fucking donkey.
Yeah, we had everything going for us, right? It was like 17-3. We're like, okay, we got it. We got it in the back.
We got this. You get that touchdown, that game's kind of going out of sight. Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
But hey, it is what it is, and the Buccaneers get the win. I'm real pleased about it.
I thought it was a great
defense was great. Would like to see a few more turnovers, but we got one. And that's all that matters. It gets the streak going. It gets them believing. I'm all for that. So, yeah, I'm real pleased. In general, I'm pretty happy.
We've had some fumble recoveries, but what I'm looking forward to is Edwards has been quiet. We haven't had any interceptions in, 5 games now?
Yeah, that's right.
And that's disappointing to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last week we had, 4 interceptions in our hands that got dropped.
Yeah.
And that was ridiculous.
You need to convert. Even if you convert one of those, you're looking good.
Yes.
Chris Cole is in the house. Chris, thanks for joining on, buddy. Appreciate it.
Chris.
Good game.
What's up, Chris?
Oh man. So, anything else, Slick? What caught your attention in this game? Anything you want to elaborate?
I I'm starting to see that they're going to go two-headed on this run game. Then they're not just leaning on Fournette, which Fournette would love, but we're seeing the emergence of Rachaad White for sure.
Yep.
He's really starting to make a name for himself, and he's really started to kind of, quote unquote, be the man. Leave Jalen Darden alone. Now, look, the thing with Jalen Darden is the eye test. He looks ugly, but he's been productive.
He looked
I just think he
better
could
today because he was hitting that gap without hesitation. And I don't care if you follow a bad lane, just get in that lane. Don't.
I agree with you, Johnny. You're on the nail.
Yeah.
All he needs to do, and this, I think this is the frustration with Bucs fans is they see the dancing and the shimmying and the chopping the feet, and then he gets tackled, and you're like, well, if you caught that ball and you just hit it, you probably would have reeled off at minimum 3 more yards. Which, let's face it, if he's ranked 7th in the league, probably going to pump himself into the top 5, which is a completely different, that's a game-changing numbers. So
yes, it is.
I just think the eye test ruins what his stats are, and I think he just needs to play. He just needs to be a bit more. He needs to be a bit more consistent.
Yeah, and that's the key. And also, again, like you said, sometimes, just hitting that hole. Okay,
yes.
I know you're going to say something in a minute. Hitting that hole, you're going to get a few yards. Now, I know you want to go. See, a lot of like wide receivers and running backs, they want to try to get that extra yards by hitting back out and trying to go east and west. And sometimes you're going to get caught. And
That's
you'll lose
their
yards.
college mentality still stuck in their head.
Right.
I agree, Johnny. You just said it bang on. In college, you can get away with doing that because you'll probably break off more. You'll probably break off more than you will in the NFL. In the NFL, it is get your head down, get as many yards as you can, and occasionally you might break one. Like, I think it's a case of like understanding when to do that, and he's not quite there yet. But he's been solid so far, and we can't really fault him for what he's done. He just needs to get better at just once he's got that ball, hit an angle. Doesn't matter. Like Johnny said, find that lane. Even if you don't find the lane, just straight ahead pursuit because this shimmying and waiting, you're waiting for someone to tackle you. You're not gaining when you just stood there. You're just chopping your feet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, it's good points, guys. You and Johnny make some good points there, Slick.
We were talking about special teams. Let's talk about the punting war today. That was a great punting war. I don't get excited about kickers hardly ever.
That just tells you how good the game was.
Fun to watch. Justin Tucker is fun to watch.
Yeah.
But those two today, Kamada and the guy on the other side, those two were having an actual punting war, and that was fun to watch. The battle of field position was on all day long today.
Right, absolutely. Here's a question from Chris Cole. Who do you want to win, Cowboys or Packers? I wish they would both lose.
Want to win? The Cowboys are going to win that game. No
yeah, so do I. I mean, I'd be all for a
Cowboys
tie.
will win. I want the Packers to win because it just punches the Cowboys in the face because the Packers ain't going to win their division. It's not going to happen. Cowboys will definitely win their division, but let's make it a little bit tough on them.
I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers win a stinking thing, period. Him and his big toe can go cry somewhere else.
But I in that same token, I don't want to hear Jerry Jones and Skip Bayless go, "How about them Cowboys?"
Oh, you're going to hear that when they lose anyway. So.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no win situation there.
Yeah.
Even when they lose at the end of the season, they say next year's our year. It's like a rinse, wash, repeat.
Well, so does everybody else too. I mean, come on. How many years have we said that?
Hey guys, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
For you guys, how buzzing was that the atmosphere in that stadium? Because it seemed really loud.
We were just talking about that a minute ago. That was an awesome game. I would like now if all international games were like that, I would not mind getting up early to watch any of them.
The crowd was into
anyway,
that.
So.
And that wasn't exactly all no frills, no spills. But that wasn't all frills, all spills either, was it? It was realistically, it was a mundane game at one point. Like that second quarter for the Bucs was when it kind of came alive for them. And then the fourth quarter was when it kind of sizzled a little bit more. But that third quarter, midway to the fourth, was pretty dead. There wasn't a lot. I mean, it was pretty much the Seattle Seahawks trying to get into this game.
Well, I was loving the defensive battle there, man. I loved watching them trying to triple Vita Vea all the time. Every play, for 5 straight plays, he was triple teamed. I was like, I called it out in the chat there, man. And it's like, do you see that? Do you see that? They had a tackle, a guard, and the center all on Vita Vea, and they was wondering how is everybody getting to the quarterback? Well, you're tripling Vita Vea with a half your blocking force.
Yeah. He gobbles up people, and that's why we got him. And he had that signature game last week. Obviously, you can't have a signature game every week, but I think he's allowing over. JTS had a good game.
Yeah, I was saying that too. Tyrone Shianka was my defensive player of the game. He got a lot of pressures, got a sack. I mean, he looks like he's starting to get it a little bit. You know, it took him a minute, but he's developing into a better defensive end, and we need that from him. You know,
we give Devin White a shout out. I mean, he lost his father today too, so that was
yeah.
That was.
It wasn't today, but it's been this week. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
on Thursday.
45 years old, man. That was ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, too young, man. Too young. But shout out to Devin White. He played well today. Under the circumstances, you know, I know that's got to be tough on anybody who, if they have to go through that when you have to play a game, I can't imagine. But he pulled through. He played well. So, how about this? What about Scotty Miller catch?
Loving Scotty Miller.
The jumping catch.
Love Scotty Miller. I'm going to shut my mouth because he silenced his critics to a degree. Look, he's 4th on the depth chart right now, but he's probably realistically 5th on the depth chart. He ain't playing like that. He is added to his route tree. He's a lot more. He looks more polished as a receiver this year. And everyone said, why are they keeping him? Why are they keeping him? Why not keeping him? And I did say that I think it's to do with Brady. And I think Brady's got that rapport with him. And that's why Brady likes him. And that's why he's here. That's why we got rid of Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson had a great preseason. Yeah, of course he did. But who threw to him? Not Tom Brady.
But Scotty Miller plays special teams too, so we got to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah,
you refused to play special teams, so that meant you were out the door already, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What's that, Alex?
By the way, Kyler Murray is actually inactive today. They're still waiting on Matthew Stafford update.
Yeah, they'll probably get that in about a few minutes or so. Hey, real quick, you know, I'm glad that Julio had a good game today as well. Speaking of wide receivers, you know, people are complaining, oh, why did we get him? He should be cut. And, well, he's not like a number 1 or a number 2 for us right now.
He's more of a filler.
We got him for a reserve. Okay, he's another weapon. He got a touchdown today. Played well. So for the people that were upset about why is Julio still here? You know, pit him all this month, guys. He's another weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. And he played well today. So let's give him some props.
I'm gonna give him a prop because he did a decent job. He was super solid, dependable, got that touchdown, and he kind of silenced a few people, silenced his critics to a degree. Look, if people are expecting the second coming of Antonio Brown with what Antonio Brown could do without the drama, we don't know what we were going to get because he had come from a team where he got beat up a little bit. He'd been beat up in his last 2 years. You can't expect him to just be a number 2. People look at the Madden thing and go, "Oh, we got a guy who's been a number 1 wide receiver, he's a Pro Bowler, All Pro." Look, that's near nor there. He's figuring out a new offense. He's coming to a team where he's coming off an injury. It will take time, and the Buccaneers don't need him to be Superman. They need him to be Superman in the playoffs.
Right. Exactly. Absolutely. That's what you get him for. You get him for the postseason. You know, you get that.
Well, if you've got injuries, look at us going into those playoffs. Who was our number 2 wide receiver? Brashad Perriman. How many times did you hear Brashad Perriman's name called today?
Was he there today? I didn't. Did he make the trip?
Yeah, he made the trip.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I mean.
Once
you know, like it's like you said, it's like you didn't hear his name.
You don't hear a guy's name, that means he's not being put in.
One time.
Right.
One time. Don't forget his one time.
Was it a good one time?
It was a good block.
Okay. We'll give him that then.
Right. All around for today, you know, I again,
That's
like,
another thing we saw today that we haven't been seeing a lot of is with the good blocking downfield by the wide receivers, and they were
Mhm.
blocking
Yeah,
their asses off
good point,
downfield.
Johnny. Very good point. Like I said, really not much to complain about. I mean, I know we could, nitpick a little here and there, but other than that, this might be like I said earlier, other than the Dallas game, this might be the best game we've played all year on both sides.
I agree. I'd say this is probably the closest we played to a complete team so far.
Yes,
This was a team win. That was a good
Oh,
team
sure.
win.
absolutely.
You got to always remember this is the 1%. 1%. The greatest football players, all the NFL is made up of 1% of the best college players in football. Okay. So the worst team in the league, the worst player is as good as any player. 98% is better than 98% of the players in college right now. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this. Other teams are playing too. Other teams make adjustments to what you're doing all the time, and you can't always be perfect. This is the NFL. If somebody was perfect all the friggin' time, it wouldn't be fun. There would be no competition.
Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely. Oh man, guys. Hey, any final thoughts before we head out of here today? We'll start with you, Slick. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I would say the Buccaneers got to take what they did this week, put it in the next week, and get a little bit more explosive because they're finding their. It looks like they're finding their rhythm. Now I'm hoping that is a case. That's the case. It's not just a case that they turned up for one game. If this is the Buccaneers find their rhythm, I want a bit more out of them. I can see it happening. They've got the players to do it. This line's starting to look better and better every week. Every week that I've seen them since the Ravens game, they have shown improvement. So I want to see more of that. The run game's got better. Everything was kind of like a tick, tick, tick. It's not. I'm not saying it was great, A plus across the board, but it's a great stride, and I want to see more of that. You got a week to figure it out. Figure it out.
Awesome stuff, Slick. And Slick, before you go, promote yourself. What you got a show on Saturday nights, and you got some other shows. Why don't you tell everybody at our audience where they can find you?
Ben,
Sure,
let me
mostly-
ask one thing.
So go ahead.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Slick.
What's up?
Slick. Now you know that the Bucs are 0-3 when I pick against them, right? I mean,
Yep.
3-0 when I pick against them, right?
Yep.
Now, should I still continue to pick against them, or should I ride the wave now?
I think. Well, you started off. You picked against them against Dallas. That didn't work out for you. But
Right.
in the recent weeks, you've been right. It's up to you, brother. I'm not going to tell you how to pick.
No, I picked for them when they lost.
Yeah.
It's when I pick against them they win. So how should I work this out? I'm in a quandary here.
Let me put it this way. I usually wear a Buccaneers t-shirt under my jersey, right? I forgot last week and put on a Friday the 13th t-shirt because I'm a huge bit of a horror nerd.
You put Friday the 13th on while the Bucs.
I just didn't realize I just put my jersey on and just watched the game.
So it's
and I realized afterwards
both of
what
us,
shirt
yeah.
I was wearing. I was like, well, and it's being worn. It's being worn today. Hang on, let's get this bad boy out.
Oh, there he is. Look at that. That's a nice ass shirt.
There you go. There you go.
So
Hey, Slick, promote yourself, man. What shows you got going on?
Okay, so you guys can catch me on Instagram. I run the Bucs Report Instagram, the Bucs Report, most of the Bucs Report social media bar Twitter and Facebook. Well, I do a cute, goofy videos, which are like Slick's Take. I also do some other some funny stuff or what have you. But mostly the main thing I do is on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I do Across the Buck and Pond, where we would review the game that's just been played and preview the game that is up and coming. And then we get it all wild, Buck Wild, in the Buck Wild show with Teresa Baxter, where I have been known to go shirtless. So there you go. Anything for views these days.
Oh, hey, absolutely. And Hammy and Jason appreciate that. Johnny, where can we find you at, bud? Oh, okay. Well, we got to play hide and seek. What's going on? All right, Alec, where can we find you at, dude? Besides Jason's house. Or Hammy's.
I'm literally all over, honestly.
Oh, you are quite the
Wherever the Navy is, this man is.
Exactly.
I mean, usually I pop up on a show. You know, I don't have any platform, so it's like I don't know how I can go with that.
We're just like, we'll just bring Alec along for the ride.
I'm a free agent.
You're a free agent. You hear that, Jason? Hammy? No. Hey, Alec, thank you for
Unrestricted free agent.
Okay, restricted.
Ooh,
Hey,
I'm tagging his ass.
hey,
I'm sure Jason will tag his ass first.
You know better, Ben Corner. Yeah, good one, Johnny. Hey guys, listen, thank you so much for coming on, and fans out there, all the comments, all the views, I appreciate that. I do these shows every week, every Sunday night. The post game shows, I'll have pregame shows usually on Friday nights, and also catch me, Alec, and sometimes Slick if he's available. He's on NFL Edition, Bucs Report every Thursday nights. It's going to start now at 9 p.m. Eastern. We made a time change, so 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursday nights, NFL Edition, Bucs Report. I'll probably be late on because I still work during that time, but I will eventually pop in. So Jason Hammond's another comment. So yeah, check us out there every Thursday nights. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for coming on this week. And
anytime, guys.
Oh, hold on. There you go. Oh, okay, you're back.
Don't put me up there and ask me what I'm doing. You already say that. You already say
All right.
that when you do your thing.
I'm trying to give you credit and promote yourself, but whatever. All right, guys. So thank you again for coming on. Appreciate it, guys. And have a good bye week. And we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job, Ben.
Appreciate that, Slick. I really do. Thank you so
Anytime
much.
you need me, brother, you cool. I'll do my best to pop in.
Awesome, man. Appreciate that, guys. Everybody, we are done for the day, so we will see you very soon.
See you guys.
See ya.